Jai Jai Shri Radheshyam and welcome. There is possible not another Vaishnav such as HARIDAS THAKUR. HARIDAS THAKUR, named by Sri Gauranga Mahāprabhu as the master of the holy name, Nāmācarya, the master of the name, show us exactly what was and what is the real practice that Sriman Mahāprabhu did himself and instruct to his followers. In the following video, we will find all the important information to truly realize who was and what was the practice of Śrī Haridās Thakur Nāmācarya. Sarvabhauma Sri Rupa Goswami, when they are describing the Mahamantra of Sri Gauranga Mahāprabhu, they are telling clearly that Sri Gauranga is counting. What Sri Gauranga Mahāprabhu and the associate did. This verse explained that we must do count. That's why Mahamantra is called Mahamantra, because it's a mantra. Sri Gauranga Mahāprabhu to his disciple, and his disciple did exactly the same. I am telling you, everywhere is the same information. All the acharyas, every single time when they are speaking about Mahaprabhu chanting out loud the Mahamantra, they are always putting one line at least where it reads, he is counting, he's using the japa. Please watch this full video before making your mind out of this content. Do not consider any of the information present on this video as my own ideas, but this is Shastra's word. Nāmācarya Haridas practice. This is a translation text from a book Mahamantra by Sundarananda Das that I highly recommend to all of you to read, to study this text, because here you will find all the information in relation to Mahamantra, no in Kirtan but only and exclusively in Japa. This text is extremely interesting because it covers all the main sources about Gaudiya Vaishnavism and the Siddhanta. The Nāmācarya Haridas practice, such were the practice of Śrī Viṣṇupriyā Ṭhākurāṇī that the text is showing here previously, giving the evidence that she was always counting the recitation of Mahamantra. There was not something as kirtan of Mahamantra at all, but always counting the Mahamantra. Because this was the original instruction of Sriman Mahaprabhu, you must to count the Mahamantra. It reads in Chaitanya Bhagavata 2.23.77 and 78. All of you take this Mahamantra and count and chant it with a fixed number. It means counting, means japa. And in the next verse, in the 78th, Sri Gauranga Mahāprabhu said clearly, by doing so, all of you will attain perfection. There is no other prescription. Prescription means the previous verse. Chant according to a prescribed number. No, a different prescription, no more prescription than this. So now we will study the Nāmācarya Haridas Thakur, what he did and how he is represented on Shastra. The character of the branch of Haridas Thakur is wonderous. 300,000 names he repeats without fail. In a deserted forest, he built a hut and honored tulsi. Day and night he performed repetitions of holy name, numbering 300,000. Here is explaining the process of Haridas Thakur, and it reads numbering. This is what Haridas Thakur, the Nāmācarya, did himself by instruction of Sriman Gauranga Mahāprabhu. We don't find anything in Shastra about Haridas Thakur doing Mahamantra Kirtan, because it didn't happen on that time. It was not instructed and supported by Sriman Mahaprabhu. This is crystal clear. If anybody has a different opinion, then they can show what are the proofs, the granta that is proving that Mahamantra Hare Krishna was chanted by Gauranga Mahāprabhu or by any of his associates. It didn't happen. The only that happened is that Gauranga or maybe some associate can do Vashika mantra japa. That means that you can speak your mantra out loud while you are counting. This is possible with Mahamantra as well, but not Mahamantra as a musical song. This is what is not happening and we are proving here. Number 300,000, so it means 3 lakhs. Śrī Haridās Thakur Nāmācarya did 3 lakhs every single day. It means that he was chanting the Mahamantra approximately 15 to 18 hours per day. This is absolutely incredible. But yes, 15 hours per day, and then a few hours for sleeping, for cleaning himself, for the basic needs, food, etc. And keep chanting. He was chanting the all night long, non-stop. It was incredible. Tapa by Haridas Thakur, and of course the realization are high level. But this highly realized soul, that is not an ordinary soul, of course, is showing that he is chanting always in japa. Śrī Haridās Thakur said to the prostitute sent by Rāmacandra Khān. Do you remember this Lila of Haridas Thakur when Rāmacandra Khān sent a prostitute to destroy the celibacy and the spiritual vow of Śrī Haridas Thakur, and also to entertain him and take him out of the Harinam chanting. This is so interesting Lila, because it shows us how to behave when the big proofs of Mahamaya are coming to us. So we have a clear guidance on how to act and how to do our duty, spiritual duty, in front of adversity. Basically, what Haridas Thakur did was to take full shelter on Mahamantra, and that's it. And out of that, he did a full benefit to every single living entity, counting this woman who was sitting beside him. Let's read the Lila. Performing the sacrifice of repeating 10 million holy names in a single month, into this I am solemnly initiated. When it is complete, I will come to you at end, said Haridas Thakur Nāmācarya. Here one explanation interesting reads, the exemplary teacher of the holy name Haridas Thakur used to perform counted Sankirtan of the holy name in the way that this can be understood through the statements of Kaviraj Goswami from one angle, again from another angle, that he loudly used to counted Kirtan of the holy name can be understood too. Here is this line interesting, repeating of 10 million, when it is complete, I will come to you at end. This is important. Here is another important word we have here, because this word Sankirtan also is normally misunderstood. Sankirtan does not mean to chant the Mahamantra out loud in a group, party, band, musical instruments. No, Sankirtan means to praise, to celebrate the name of Hari. So you can do Sankirtan not only by being with a band or with some group of devotees chanting with harmonium, mirdang and kartals, normally the Harinam of nowadays, the Kirtan of nowadays. But you do Sankirtan by praising the name of the Lord. This means something quite clear, that Sankirtan is the praise of the name of the Lord, glorification of the name of the Lord. Sankirtan by the Sanskrit dictionary is telling that Sankirtan means glorification of the name of the Lord. So you don't need a Kirtan band for doing Sankirtan. You don't need to go out to the street to doing Sankirtan. So Sankirtan does not mean what people normally think, that is to go with the instrument to the street and to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is not the case, and we are seeing one more time, Sankirtan does not mean that, but means to praise the name of the Lord. I can praise, and I do praise the name of the Lord every single morning. From very early, before sunrise, I am praising and glorifying the name of the Lord on my japa every morning in my altar room. So you can do the same. This is Sankirtan. You can do Sankirtan because you are doing the the Mahamantra in three ways. Bhashika, that you chant out loud. Upamshu, when you repeat in a soft voice, or Manasa, when you are repeating the Mahamantra, the name of the Lord, inside your mind, mental state of consciousness, not chanting out loud. This is important. So Sankirtan here one more time is rectified as the meaning of the word by the example of Śrī Haridās Thakur Nāmācarya, in the way that this can be understood through the statement of Kaviraj Goswami. One day Haridas, sitting in his cave, loudly did Sankirtan. This is important word as well. It's important line. Loudly did Sankirtan. Here is explaining in this verse that he did the Sankirtan also speaking out loud. What does it mean? That you can do Sankirtan in silence in Upamshu or in Manasa Japa, the Mahamantra. But here the text is telling clearly that he also did loud Sankirtan. This is what I am telling. What I am explaining to you is absolutely correct, is absolutely right. While Thakur Haridas was doing this loud Sankirtan of the holy name, Maya, the deluder of living beings, came to him. That teacher of the holy name said to Maya, "Number Sankirtan of the holy names I consider to be great sacrifice. I consecrate into it each day," says Haridas Thakur. "As long as the kirtan is not complete, I can pursue no other desire. When the kirtan is finished, the consecration comes to an end. Sit at the door and listen to Sankirtan of holy names." Here is using the word Sankirtan as to praise. Kirtan is using as to chant out loud. And here Sankirtan again. Okay, we understand. Kirtan is to chant out loud the names of the Lord. Sankirtan is to praise the name of the Lord. So what Haridas Thakur is doing, he's praising the name of the Lord while he's chanting the japa of the Mahamantra, and he do this Sankirtan in a loud voice, and he call it, or is wrote down as he do the Kirtana then. But important, the Sankirtan and the Kirtana are with the japa mala, are counting. You must to count. This is what we see from the eternal luminaries, the eternal light of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Now Haridas Thakur Nāmācarya. Who can be above him, or to say that he is doing wrong, or that you can do better than Haridas Thakur? If somebody say that no, this means something else and Kirtana means something else, then chant 3 lakh first of japa and then tell me where you will do the kirtan and I will join you. But this will never happen, because nobody do in this time 3 lakhs. It's not happening. Let's go move further. When the holy names are complete, I will do what please you, say Haridas Thakur to the woman. Saying this, he did Sankirtan, glorification of the holy name. You can see here clearly the translation from the Shastra. He did Sankirtan of the holy names. That woman sat there listening to the holy names. This is a wonderful lila of Haridas, because while Mahamaya was trying to take him out of the sadhana, he used this opportunity that Mahamaya is giving to transform the heart of the woman who was sent by Rāmacandra Khān, the king who was trying to destroy Haridas Thakur. Such expert, such a wise move, because if the woman or whoever comes to an acharya of that level of purity will come to hear and to see the sadhana of a spiritual master on that level, they will absolutely transform themselves. Let's continue. In the Chaitanya Bhagavata, there is a roguish Brahmana from the village of Harinadi who, hearing Haridas' loud kirtana of the holy names, became unhappy and told that name master, Nāmācarya, the instruction of scripture is to recite the name of Hari in one's mind. There is no mention in any scripture about reciting the name of Hari loudly. on this matter, a gathering of scholars will be calling together and HARIDAS THAKUR view will be refuted. In response, the name master HARIDAS THAKUR recite statements of scripture and establish that kirtana of the name of Hari is better than japa of Hari's name. This topic is described in the final portion of the 16th chapter of the first division of Chaitanya Bhagavata. This is very important because this line here, what is reading here, can create confusion. We must understand the concept by it. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Mahaprabhu said, Haridas Thakur, foremost of great Bhagavatas, every day he recites 300,000 names. What can we learn from the example of the name master gave us just before the sport of his departure? He saw Haridas Thakur has laid down slowly he doing counted Sankirtan. Govind said, "Get up, come and eat." Haridas said, "Today I will fast. I have not complete my count. How will I eat? You have brought grace food. How will I reject it?" The Lord said, "What disease? Tell me the detail." He replied, "I have not finished the count." There you can see how Haridas Thakur took serious the counting of his Mahamantra. Some will say, yes, this means japa, but does not mean kirtan. Kirtan is something different. And yes, kirtan is different. But when kirtan is about harinams that are not the special composition of Mahamantra. Mahamantra, the Mahamantra Hare Krishna Mahamantra that we know, that has 16 names of 3 names combined in such a specific way, because in no Krishna Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Rama Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. It's not like that. Our Mahamantra is a mantra because it has a special composition. Doesn't mean that it starts with Om and ends with Swaha. Those mantras, Om, Swaha, everything is inside the material realm. In the eternal lila, in the eternal above, there are different mantras that has not this kind of composition. For example, Radhanam is a mantra, it's the supreme of the all mantras and doesn't start with Om and it does not end with Swaha. But Radhanam is the biggest and the most important of all the mantras. Indeed, Krishna himself is chanting Radhanam, is not chanting Mahamantra Hare Krishna. And from Mahamantra Hare Krishna, we call it Mahamantra Hare Krishna, but Mahamantra exists 70 million different Mahamantras, and all of them are a special combination of names of Hari. 70 million combinations of name of Hari, and every single of those combinations is one Mahamantra. We know one Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. We know one Mahamantra. There are 70 million Mahamantras, and all of them are combinations of the name of Hari, such as the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, that does not start with Om and does not end with Swaha. So Mahamantra is a mantra because it's inside these 70 million mantras, and its name is Mahamantra. Then mantras has a way to chant them, and this way, this explanation of how chanting you can find easily in Hari Bhakti Vilas. In my book, The Mahamantra of Sri Gauranga, I quote all those instructions about Mahamantra. One of them is that you cannot do japa while walking or speaking about something else, or when your mind is not concentrated in the mantra. So this is part of Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas. Hari Bhakti Vilas also state that every single mantra must to be used in japa. If you don't use the mantra in japa, Hari Bhakti Vilas said, the Goswamis of Vrindavan said, it will be fruitless. It will not produce any benefit. Maybe you can feel happy, maybe you can feel united with your friends, devotees friends, maybe you can feel bliss, happiness, but it's no ananda, it's no eternal, it's not a spiritual development, real spiritual development is not there. Because this is the instruction, and if Hari Bhaktivilas and the Goswamis of Vrindavan are not enough. Haridas Thakur himself is saying here, as we are quoting the Shastra, himself said, what is the problem? And he said, I have not finished the count. This is my disease. I haven't finished my counting. This is the big problem. And if Haridas Thakur is not enough for you, let's say that you want to just argue senseless against Shastra, because now you're not doing any arguing against me, because my words are based on Shastra, otherwise I don't speak anything. Even if the Goswamis of Vrindavan, Haridas Thakur, are not Brahmana enough for you, are not the true enough to believe what I am saying, revealing, then go to Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu, ask directly to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, what is the instruction for Mahamantra? And Gauranga Mahaprabhu will reply this to you. Text 77, 2.2377. Prabhu bale kahi la na e Mahamantra iha japa gija sabe karija nirvanda. The Lord continued, this is the Mahamantra. All of you go and chant this mantra according to a prescribed number. This is the instruction of Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu. In no place Śrī Gauranga said, take the Mahamantra, go to do kirtan. No, doesn't say that. Indeed, this was the verse 77. The 78 reads, by doing so, all of you will attain perfection. Okay, this is quite clear. And right after what he said, now you can all go and sit together, 5 to 10 persons, in the door of your house or in your house, and start kirtan, sankirtan. Praise the name of the Lord. And in the next verse, all these 4 verses are together. In the next verse, Śrī Gauranga said, Haraya Namah, Krishna Yadavaya Namah, Gopala Govinda Ram, Shri Madhusudan. And in the next verse, Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, this is my instruction about kirtan, sankirtan. This is crystal clear. All the information is there, directly served to you as the most sweetest prashadi that you can ever get, because this is the instruction. And these are the instructions of the Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu and his eternal associates. If you like this video, you will give like, share on your social media. Everyone should hear the words of Śrī Gauranga. Please forgive if I have been doing any mistake in pronunciation, or if my words had not been clear enough. Please forgive me and take it as complete. Jai Mahavira Radharamana ki jai, Nitai Gauranga ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhashama Sundar Lala ki jai. Please praise, glorify Shri Nitai Gauranga, surrender and give your service to Radhasham. Chant Mahamantra in japa and obtain perfection. Vayonitai Gaur Radhasham Japo Hare Krishna Hare Ram. See you in the next. Sarvabhauma Sri Rupa Goswami, when they are describing the Mahamantra of Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu, they are telling clearly that Śrī Gauranga is counting. What Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu and the associate did. This verse explained that we must do count. That's why Mahamantra is called Mahamantra, because it's a mantra. Śrī Gauranga Mahaprabhu to his disciple, and his disciple did exactly the same. I am telling you, everywhere is the same information. All the acharyas, every single time when they are speaking about Mahaprabhu chanting out loud the Mahamantra, they are always putting one line at least where it reads, he is counting, he's using the japa.